Hello, everyone. My name is Shalone Stevens, and this is my introduction speech for Foundations of Oral Communications at UMUC Online Learning. The topic I have chosen to discuss is why I live in the area I do and what makes me stay here. So, first things about myself. I'm 24 years old, a native Washingtonian, and I have three older sisters. And being considered the baby can sometimes take a toll on you. For instance, people tend to think, oh, you're the youngest, so therefore you're spoiled or you're privileged or you need your parents as your backbone. You can't do much for yourself. So at a young age, I decided that I was not going to be considered the spoiled little brat or the privileged brat. Anything that was negative as far as depending on my parents too much. So at a young age, I got my own job, whether it was helping my parents or at the local library or the local recreational center or even at summer jobs. Growing up, I never had my own room. So when I would visit my friend's house, I was often surprised. Fast forward to 2010, 20 years old, I have a decent job, decent pay, and I decided to move out on my own. I moved out into my best friend's mother's house and rented the basement out. This was my first time being on my own after high school, saving up money, and just the overall fact that I had my own room. And also, of course, paying rent. After a year, I decided to move back home to save for my first apartment. It wasn't that I couldn't afford the rent where I was at before, or even the fact that I got into incidents with my friend's family. I felt as though I was mature and ready to move out. I searched all over online and even Craigslist. And in June 2012, I moved to my first place. The pros of living in Southeast DC, or people could say east of the river, I'm about a 10-minute walk from the train station. There are several bus stops close to where I live at. The nightlife, as far as H Street, U Street, and even Adams Morgan is close by. And of course, my favorite thing is the rent. There's also several grocery stores, convenience stores, and other fun things to do in the neighborhood as the library. The cons of living in this area in Southeast, crime rates tend to be a little bit higher, a lack of development such as restaurants or other neighborhoods might have upcoming projects as Walmart or Target. There are not those developments here in this area. And even though children can keep themselves busy, they also need more places to go. I wish this area would have more restaurants, and instead of making more way for condos and apartments, they tend to tear things down and don't rebuild them for a long time. But overall, I will not trade my apartment for anything. My future plans are to stay here in my apartment until I graduate from UMUC and get my business degree, and save enough money until I move to my own home. Living here has taught me to appreciate the small things. Of course, I would love extra amenities such as a gym or a heated pool or even granite countertops. But living here and being able to survive and pay rent in the ever-changing DC, I won't trade that for the world. And with that being said, living over here in DC in Southeast is priceless. Thank you.